Hey, welcome back. How y'all doing today? Feels weird kind of uploading a video on a Wednesday, but Wednesday is the day that I do reviews, and it's kind of like my free reign day to do other things. Today, we get to check out a new light that I've been using for, a little bit off and on. It kind of looks very similar to a light that I already use, but this one has a lot of crazy features, and I can't wait to show you today. So let's get up to a spot to where I can set this up and show you this awesome light by BougeRV. Let's go check it out. Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me on today's video. Today I wanted to take a few moments and talk about a product that was sent to me, by a company called BougeRV. Bougie? We'll find out. But anyways, this company, BougeRV, I imagine they're a company that specializes in RV type equipment, camping, outdoor, that type of stuff. This is the camping light. Kind of looks very similar to something I already use, and I'll talk about that at another time. But they were kind enough to send me this light right here. This is a telescoping light that telescopes out to, I believe, 164 centimeters, and it's beefy. All right, this is not any ultralight product at all. It weighs 2.3 pounds. Get a workout in. This thing was awesome. So what we're gonna do is just play with it organically. Just check it out. It feels good in the hand. It is beefy. It's made out of an aluminum alloy, and I'll put some specs out on the screen. But when I first got it, I couldn't figure out how to open it, to tell you the truth. This is what it looks like. I'd imagine that these are the little light leaves that come out, but I couldn't figure out how to do it until I saw that. So you're just gonna pull it. And these are the light leaves that come out, and you can extend them to wherever you want to put them. As you saw in the footage, going through the different cycles, it has a regular bright light. It has one of those warm tone lights, and each light has its own setting: low, medium, high. It also has a spotlight or a flashlight torch right here on the end, and that's a low, medium, high. Each of these little light leaves, yep, they are adjustable. You can aim them wherever you need them, so it's pretty good task lighting. Each one of these little leaves, as they call them, little light leaves or little extendable lamps, are 1,000 lumens. So it's bright. So here's 1,000 to 3,000 lumens. They claim it has 60 hours of runtime, and I imagine that has to do with what setting you have it on, maybe low. And you would charge that, which there is a charging cord provided right there, little in-out charging cord. You can charge your devices off of this as well. It comes with three little stakes or pegs. So if you needed to really anchor it, if you really needed to anchor this down into the ground at your site or wherever you happen to be using this, you can anchor it down into the ground for more stability. And it also has, your pamphlet for instructions, product manual, that type of thing. And it comes all nicely in this case right here. So this is a cool little case. It fits right in the water bottle section of your backpack if that's where you wanted to store it. You could hang it off of your backpack. You could just carry it. This is a great, oh, I had a tick on there, I think. But this is a great light to use for the obvious reasons. Keep it in your home, use for power outages, leave it in, obviously, your RV, camper, car camping, whether you're at a campground, college dorms, I mean, wherever you might need lighting, in a shop or anything like that. So we're just going to quickly go over some of its features. And thank you for joining me today. So real quickly, this is the bag that it comes in. It has a little carry handle. It has this little Velcro little pouch where you can keep the, your tent stakes, or I call them tent stakes, but we're just going to say they're stakes, pegs, whatever you want to call them. And they just fit right in the case right there, and the charging cable, you know, can fit down in on the other side. Just quickly showing you this. So there's that. Strap it to a backpack. I kind of like that, so that's pretty cool. So this is what the top of the light looks like. You have your power button, you have your, you know, up and, you know, your plus and minus functions for high and low. You have your different functions. This is the flashlight portion that's on the top. That's what it looks like. As you see, it's designed to stand straight up. So if you have this on a table or a desk, you don't have to use it with, you know, the extendable tripod legs. It is reflective as well. And on the bottom right there, it has those little rubberized little feet, those little gray little half round things right there. And it does have that little silver tab, or that little pull out section, a little hook for hanging. So there's a lot of great features of this light, and there's a couple things that maybe I don't really love, or maybe that would be concerning to me, and you can let me know your thoughts below. But I just wanted to show you, it does have that little silver little hook right here. You just pull that out and it's ready to hang. It's tiny, okay? So this, depending on where you wanted to hang this to use it, because you could use it for the spotlight to, you know, down, or you could take these light leaves, and I'll show you what that looks like. But I would, you know, attach a carabiner on there if you wanted to hang it. Say you wanted to hang it at camp or hang it from a tree. So let's see what that looks like. So here's the light leaves. And this would be in the upside down position. They rotate not all the way, but halfway, so you can turn them. They don't turn all the way, so you kind of got to be careful. All right, so turn that. All right, this one turns this way. And then you have directional lighting. And to get this to turn on, which is, I think, is a good feature, it's not, you don't just hit the on off button and it's on and off. There's a little switch right there. It says on or off. You want to turn that on before you use it, and I like that feature. So if you have it kind of sitting around, it's not going to accidentally turn on in your bag. You know, we've all had that happen. You go to use something and it's dead because it's been rumbling around in your bag, and you get to camp and it's dead. So anyway, so let's turn this on. And when you turn it on, each little light goes on independently. You have to click it until they all go on. So this is the power button. So power, 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights. So now they're all on. So that's what it would look like hanging, as you can see. And you could close this down if you wanted more of a, you know, a controlled light. You need to splay this out and get more of a wider area for light hanging upside down. You could do that. So that's what that looks like. Pretty cool, right? These are all reflective right there. So, and like I said, this extends 164 centimeters. I'll show you that briefly. And let's see, we want to turn it up. So this is low, medium, high. All right, low, medium, high. And then we can cycle between the warm lighting. I think this is it. Whoop. Nope, that just turns it on and off. All right, here's the mode button. All right, and now we're on that, like that warm glow. So this is on the warm light, is low, medium, and high. And what I like about this too is you can have it so it sits on a desk. So if you wanted to use it for, you know, as a light bar, let me put that on the white light, lock that in. Oh, illuminating. So you have a light bar, and this is really bright. And I'll be showing you some of the clips. I took this into the woods, and it was unbelievable. Really, really great light. And I'll put the lumens and how long it lasts and everything on the screen. And let me shut this off right now. And to just turn these, it goes that way. that way, that way, and we'll shut it off. And then to lock it back in, just take that and it's down. And they don't come out because there's like a little tab thing on the ends that kind of feed in when you're sliding it down. The bottom charger, as you'll see right here, because it's daylight, you really won't be able to see it lit up. But right here is, you're going to see that's where the power lights are. There's 4 little lights that indicate your power level. So, you know, increments of 25, 50%, 75%, and a full charge. And that's where you would charge. It's USB-C, there's an in and an output, so you can actually charge your phone or device if you needed to. And these are where the legs extend, okay? Let me just get over here. I'm gonna turn this around and get on the other side of this table down here. Okay, so the legs extend from the bottom. They just, I couldn't figure this out at first. You just pick them out right here. And then just give them a little tilt. They are reinforced on the inside with metal, because honestly, these legs, this concerns me as far as like the durability, but so far it seems pretty good. I do wish these were a little bit beefier. Everything else seems to be a little bit beefier, but you know, I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I think they could have done a little bit better on this leg system. It just seems a little fragile to me. And the only thing else that seems a little fragile to me are these light leaves. Like, yeah, they turn and everything, but I kind of wish they had that like click, 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 like that sound, you know, so you just know when to stop and you can't go any further. Like, you can't go any further, but, you know, I'd be nervous that I'd break it. But, I mean, so far it is tough and it's durable. So. All right, so as you can see, this light is basically almost as tall as me. How you doing? Let me just bring this down a little bit, but it does extend all the way up to 164 centimeters. Let me just bring it down just a little bit so it's easier to work with. But yeah, so here's the light leaves. All right, they turn, they can be angled around. They are reflective down on the bottom on the extendable legs or the base. And right there on the ball, I'll show you closer, but that's where you stake in the stakes to keep it more secure. And I'll show you that right now. So yeah, this is the BougeRV camping light. The reason why the leaf, I don't know if you can see that on the very bottom part of the leaf, there's like that little nub, little section. Well, that fits like down into here, so that's why the leaves won't come undone or come away from the unit. This is the instruction manual that comes with it. If there's anything you care to read, feel free to just put it on pause. Let me find the English section of this. All right, let's see. Okay, so here's some basic product information right there. If you want to read that, feel free to put it on pause. Okay, so there's that. Information obviously will be down below if you want to check it out. And I love this light, but I do have a bunch of lights I want to thank about BougeRV, but I just want to give you a heads up. I believe this is going to be a future giveaway item, so just keep that in mind. I really do love this light. There's no magnetized anything anywhere. You can't put it anywhere. Kind of looks like a rocket, doesn't it? So this is it on the table. All right, this is what the base looks like. Great for power outages, obviously. The only thing that, I mean, I think they could have done better with these legs. They just seem like Lego toy. to me, you know, a little not as strong as they really could be. And not that it matters, but maybe it does to some people. These legs, to pull them out, I mean, they're easy for me, but someone that has like mobility issues might not be able to get in there to pick these lights, I mean, to pick these legs out, you know, or to get your thumb in there to get them out, you know what I mean? So that's, I mean, that's just, I mean, I'm nitpicking at this moment. I mean, it's really not an issue, but I'm just like looking to, you know, somebody may have some mobility issues with this, and the light leaves that come away from the main body part of this unit, I think there could be like some clicking mechanism or something that knows when to stop, because if you don't know that it doesn't turn all the way around, not everybody will read this. So it could break. It does feel strong though. I'm not saying it's weak or anything like that. It's just like a little observation that I've made. But yeah, this is the camping light / lantern from BougeRV. Is it a little bougie? Maybe, but it's really, really cool. And I like it. So there will be a link down below, obviously. You know, if you want to like read and get more information, then I can actually just, you know, tell you here. Feel free to go down below. There is a code if you actually like this light and you want to save, you know, a few dollars. Just use the code right up there. I believe it's Marlo C, and, you know, save some money. Information down below. Thank you for joining me today on today's video review, and thank you to BougeRV for sending me this awesome camp light. Guys, that has been the review, and I will see you on the next one. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your week. Bye.